Hello friends, this is Durga from ITversity. At this time, we are in the process of onboarding the students to the current program that is running. If you're not sure about our programs, you can actually look at the description. There is a form. You can fill the form and we'll get back to you if you are interested to be part of our program. That being said, we would highly recommend you to understand your computer better so that you can take the programs effectively and also your productivity go up as part of your day-to-day job. In that process, I have started creating a series of videos related to Microsoft Windows, especially to take our programs effectively. At this time, I'll be covering overview of control panel and also how to use Task Manager to manage applications that are running on our system. First, let's understand a bit on control panel. We have seen details about control panel earlier as well to uninstall a program. Now I'll give you a bit more details related to control panel. To access control panel, you can go to the search bar and you can actually search for control panel. You can see the app related to control panel. You can click on this and it will open up the app which is called as control panel. So as part of the control panel, you can uninstall the programs which we have already seen. You can manage your internet connections. There might be multiple Wi-Fi's at your home and you might want to manage all those Wi-Fi's. This is where you can go and you can manage. You can also manage hardware and sound. You can manage system and security. If you want to add more users to your laptop or desktop, you can use this user accounts and you should be able to add users. You can change the appearance and personalization. You can change clock and region. And also there's something called ease of access. I haven't used before, so I'm not 100% sure about it. But in general, if you want to manage anything related to your computer, control panel is the way to go. Earlier, we used to use quite a lot, but now we are only using it to uninstall programs. Other than that, for whatever action we want to take, we just go to the search bar and we typically search for it and we directly get into that section. For example, in this case, if I want to change network settings or if I want to change the default browser for my laptop in Windows operating system, I can actually say browser. You can see system settings. It is saying to the default web browser. So you can click on this directly and it will take you to a different app where you can actually look at the default apps and change the default app. So earlier we used to do most of these things using control panel, but now depending upon specific task, you can search here and you can directly get into it. I just quoted changing the browser as an example. This is not relevant with control panel, but I am actually showing the power of this search bar. So make sure you to use this search bar effectively depending upon whatever action you want to perform as part of your system. Now comes the task manager. So many times you might have so many programs running. At this time you can see control panel is up and running and also the settings. So you can see here we are in the settings. The settings app is also up and running. On top of it, let me open Chrome browser and also Slack. So all these four applications are up and running. Let me see if I have Microsoft Word. I would like to open few more. That's why I'm checking for Microsoft Word. I'm not 100% sure whether I have it. I think I do not have. I can also search here Word. There's WordPad only. There's Office. Let's see. Let me click on this. Let me open. I think I do not have on my system. It is only available on web at this time. I'm closing this. Let me open Notepad++ to have more applications running as part of this system. Now you can see. As you open more and more applications like this, and also within the browser, if you open multiple tabs, all these things consume resources. They consume either memory or storage or CPU or all. Typically, they consume memory and CPU. Sometimes they consume storage also. Now you have these many applications and your system might start running slow or it might be responding a bit slow because you have so many active applications running as part of your system and they might be taking away resources such as memory and CPU. Now, if you want to manage which one is the culprit, which one is taking more resources, and if you want to see if it is relevant or not, and if it is not relevant, if you want to kill, then you typically use task manager. So task manager is primarily used to manage the active applications in your system. At this time, the active applications are nothing but Chrome, Slack, and the control panel, settings, and Notepad++. Now, how to access task manager? There are two ways to access task manager. These are the more prominent ones. There might be other ways also. One, you just right click on this and you see there's an option called as task manager. You can click on this. Two, you can always go to the search bar and you can search for whatever you want to do. And you can see there's a task manager app here. Either way, you will be ending up as part of the task manager app. This is called as quick preview of what is happening. You can see there are 4 applications that are running: Google Chrome, Notepad++, settings, Slack. It is not showing control panel here. That is fine. This is just a quick preview. If you want to get more details about how much memory and CPU is being consumed by each of these things, then you have to go to more details by clicking on this. Once you click on and go to the more details, then you will start seeing a lot more details about whatever is running on the system. So these are the apps that are running at this time, which are active. These are the ones that are active, and you can see all of them here. There might be 1 or 2 more, but typically whatever you see here will be seen here. If you are actively using your system, there might be more than 1 or 2 also. And then there might be so many other processes running in the background. For example, to provide you this graphical user interface, they have to run few things in background, and those go under background process. So this is about apps and background process. I don't want to spend too much of time at this time on background process. As you start using your computer, you might have to be a bit cautious about background process being running when you install software. If the software usage is not too much, you have to be very careful to run it. So background process will keep on piling up as you install software without too much of focus on what will happen when you install the software. That being said, for now, don't worry too much about background process. I want to primarily focus on active apps that are running. So if something is not responding, it will highlight those here. And also you can go to the performance and you should be able to see the performance related to CPU, memory, disk, internet, etc. here. This is overall CPU, memory, so on and so forth. Now you can go to the app history and you should be able to see the details about how each and every app is performing, how much memory it is taking up, and also how much CPU. At this time, if I want to see which apps are taking a lot of CPU, I can just click on this. Data will be sorted in descending order by CPU. You can see that Microsoft Edge is the one which is consuming a good amount of CPU. There is no memory details here. Let me see where the memory details will be. Probably as part of the performance, there might be. Yeah, now if you click on memory, you can get the memory related details. I am checking how I will be able to get the details about memory at each app level. Probably it will show you at the process level. Yeah, at the process level, you can see the memory usage. You can actually sort by memory here. You can see that there is some background process which is taking almost 2 GB. So this is how you should be able to get the usage of the memory and also the process which is taking too much of memory. At this time, my memory usage is 36%. Out of 16 GB, it is almost using 5 or 6 GB of memory. This is how you should be able to understand a bit about how much memory and CPU your process are taking up, especially those which are active here. If they're taking too much memory or CPU, you should focus on whether they're relevant or not. If they're not relevant, you have to kill those. Sometimes even if they're relevant, the system might hang and you might have to kill and you might have to start the program again. Some other time, by killing all unnecessary programs, you might be able to reclaim whatever memory and CPU is required to run other applications in our system. So make sure you are very comfortable with Task Manager. This comes handy whenever your system is not performing as much as it should be. you should be able to kill all the unnecessary processes or applications, and then your system might start running faster. I am highlighting this because so many people complain their systems are running slow as they start using it, and they don't know how to troubleshoot themselves. They just ask us, and it will be very tough for us to troubleshoot. You should have an idea about self-support and manage your system effectively. That's why I'm covering this. So make sure you are comfortable with Task Manager. Understand that all the active applications will show up here. You should be able to kill them. If you want to kill, you just select that process, and you see there is end task here. You can click on it. At this time, you can see that Google Chrome is taking some resources. It is taking 66 MB memory and not much CPU. If at all, it is taking like 4 GB memory and 20%, 30% CPU. If I want to kill Google Chrome, I can select this. As of now, you can see it is active here. If I click on end task, you can see it became inactive. Now let's also see Slack. As of now, Slack is running. I have selected it, clicked on end task. Now Slack is gone. It is inactive. This is how you should be able to manage those applications which are taking too much of resources. That being said, I hope you are enjoying the content. If yes, please click on the like button. If you want to share with your friends, feel free to share. If you want to get the notifications whenever we publish videos, click on notification icon after subscribing to our channel. Also, if you want to be part of our program, so look at the description. There's a link, fill the form, and we'll get in touch with you to enroll as part of our programs. Stay tuned for more content. We'll be publishing a lot more content like this.